Noisy.
I love them.
As far as I know, we are live.
Nat 20.
Hello.
Of course.
Where
What
should
did I
we
get?
be? YouTube?
Yes, YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
I am not
and
seeing it yet.
how do I make this not go boom, boom, boom?
We don't know where the remote is
There we
right
are.
now. So
There we are.
Nope, that's not for that.
All right, so it's just on.
It's just
Fair enough.
I can turn it off if you like.
No. I shall have my rooster tail.
Okay, go ahead.
You guys ready to go?
Yes.
We're on. We're live. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Vampires and Vitae. Thank you so much for joining us at our table today. As we normally do, we're going to go through this table and say for the last time who you're playing at my table today. There's a weird little caveat. When I started this game, I told everyone that you shall be dying. There's going to be a TPK. People not know
Well,
that's
that's amazing for everybody who doesn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, guess what, everyone?
Yeah. Guess what?
Yep, this is the sad tragedy of the end. This is the idea of people that should have been the heroes of the world and just didn't get a chance. So, and personally, I hate it because I thought this would just be a little fun stint, but I've fallen in love with all of your characters.
Well, it was only supposed to be 6 weeks.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been 6 months.
Yes.
Has it
There's a
actually?
lot of my game
Has it
style.
actually been 6 months?
Yeah.
Has it?
No.
About,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Mr. Rudolph.
No, because we were still in
appreciate
season.
that.
I've lived here for 4 months, and we were still in season 2 when I got here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
not
So it's not quite that bad.
Well, I mean,
Sometime in
li-
September, we switched over to this.
Right.
I've actually even went into my mind and like, how do I save them all? You can't. It's just the tragedy of vampire. So,
we're all dead anyway, so what the hell? We're not actually dying.
Margie, tell me a little bit about Elise. It's the last time you're going to get to say anything about her.
No.
I know.
Break out that tissue.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Woof.
Yeah, this ends
So-
tonight, man.
Ah,
Last
man,
game of the campaign.
all right. Well, we're gonna have to start up another game because I want to play another Toreador. This is fun.
Right?
All right. So Elise is a Toreador. Music is her vice, and and sex, and and she is going to. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen here. So really,
Fair enough.
I'm not ready to
I'll-
say goodbye.
I'm not ready to say goodbye to you.
goodbye.
So when we approached Margie to play this character, there was only one character that needed to be made because it was part of the season 1 campaign. It was a sex-crazed Toreador. That's all the information was. There's a lot of sex toys in the
particular room.
right, in
Yeah,
the
that's
room.
right. Yeah.
And actually, it is like a continuation of the lore itself. And I was really hesitant. I'm like, are you okay being a sex object? You know what I mean? Like something that like.
Well, I mean, look at Margie.
well,
I know.
Yeah,
She lives it every day.
there's a lot of naturality in there, but like I didn't want
Thanks,
to
Rod.
put somebody.
Love you.
But like,
Love you.
but there was only one character that had to be defined because this the only room that we ever talked about.
Right.
So I needed a sex-crazed Toreador. And to her credit, Margie just jumped in and was like, yeah, let's do this. And you fucked Vol. That's all I got to say.
Tyler's
Like-
Yeah.
probably so jealous.
The man who made you cry in season
Yes.
1.
Yeah, right.
Mr. Vole.
Yes.
Yeah, right. Like you're his last moment. Like you're his
His last hurrah.
yeah, like the only thing that like he'll smile. The thing if you listen to season 1 when he clipped the two daggers together, I can tell you as God, that's what he thought about.
Aw. Now I'm going to cry again already.
Oh.
I have my
Like,
Kleenex.
the la-
I am ready for
the-
today. I am ready for
Yeah.
today.
Yeah, the last good day of all was yours.
Yes.
Want to give us a little bit of background about who you're playing at my table today?
So I am playing Militissa. She was purposely kind of opposite to Esther
Yeah.
in season 2. So Militissa is very comfortable in her leadership role of this group of mercenaries that have been put together, and she's really no nonsense, and Esther's kind of all about the nonsense. She understands the rules of the game, and she is more than equipped to play most of the time.
More than equipped.
Yeah, which is the opposite of Esther. Esther, was even supposed to be at the big party, but stole an invitation and ended up there. So I really wanted her to be the exact opposite of Esther in the season.
Esther's very
so.
seat of her pants.
Yeah, Esther, she's kind of like Anna that way, and I think that playing Militissa now has helped me see more of the differences between Esther and Anna.
Sure.
In a
like
weird
the leadership
way.
role
Yeah.
compared to like support role.
Yeah, I really have. I have Militissa to thank for helping me to further solidify and clarify Esther. In my
Yeah,
head, so.
remember the main campaign. This was a little offshoot. I know there's a couple fans of this little series of ours, but like this all bleeds into season 2. So if you love this, come join, and you'll see why we've been so painstakingly threading through the narrative for everyone. And Letissa was a wonderful addition. I hate to see you go.
I know. A cigar chewing, buzz cut, unibrow warrior nun. It's brilliant. I love her so much.
When you wake up, I will tell you already, the unibrow will come back.
Oh, good. Good.
Kai, he's our new player. And I'd like to say for the first time on the internet that Kai will be joining us for season 2. That is huge. It's made my brain kind of explode to figure out how to make that happen. But, Sean, tell me a little bit about Kai.
So Kai is a gentle giant, I think, solely based on honor. I think he's surrounded himself with a great group of glorious monsters and has built, obviously has previous relationships with them, but I mean, I think at this point this is his team, so it's gonna be sad.
You know what, Kai? I will give this to you. This campaign forever will be called The Glorious Monsters.
Nice. I'll go back and rename everything. Let me make a note. I've already made 3 notes about things that need to be done. So
The Glorious Monsters. Because that's what you guys are. It's a set in between all of you guys, keeping everybody on balance, keeping everybody to a certain stringent rule that you don't cross or you don't uncross. Yeah, the Glorious Monsters. This was the A-Team.
Yeah.
Last day of the A-Team.
all right.
Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah.
So, by the way, storytellers, I'll give you a note. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of it all falls apart. Because what these guys are going to do in front of me is going to be awesome. Just let them know ahead of time. That being said, Roger, please, for the last time, tell me who you're playing today at my table.
Can I just add that the words of Robbie Ross ring in the words of Bob Ross? Happy accidents.
Hey.
Happy accidents.
Hey.
People used to make fun of me for Bob Ross, and I started
love Bob
watching
Ross.
Bob Ross, and I was like, yeah, go ahead and call me Bob Ross.
Yeah, make fun of
like,
me,
yeah,
please.
go ahead. Happy
Bob
trees
Ross
all
was
day.
So fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Dude, his collection is worth so much money.
Yeah, I watched him most of my life. But for the game today, for the last time, I am playing Bogey. He is Nosferatu. He is, by choice, an investigator. originally a Viking, a monster of a Viking. He was ruthless, vicious, one of the most vicious Vikings, which is how he survived in a battle against Frank and
Yeah.
his army. So, Bogey, he's got some issues. He's a worshiper of Fenrir, who is one of the children of Loki. So, sort of in that whole vein of thought, if you could put it that way. But I think we're going to see a different side of Bogey today.
Dun dun dun.
Little foreshadowing. But yeah, Bogey has a very colored past that even Kai doesn't know about some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And Bogey and Kai have been together the longest.
And I'll make very few appearances. My name is Rob. I'm your storyteller. This is what you get when you work really hard as a DM. Truly, these players have brought so much to your color palette, and the only thing you can do at this point is trust them, because exactly, just chuck it. You know what I mean? Because that's what you want. That action in real life is exactly what you want. Just throw away the things, and it's just a bunch of people telling a small story together. And it doesn't matter if people watch. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because this means a lot to us. And I know it's. I know that it's really difficult to run games because your mom's going to be speaking in the background, and you're probably playing in a basement and whatever have you. But when you get a bunch of people together that just want to believe in something that's fictitious, you can really make something cool. It's not my storytelling; it's everyone around the table, and I want to say thank you because look at the characters you've made.
I appreciate the break from the real world.
Yeah,
True story,
I
right?
mean,
That's why I do
I mean,
RPGs.
all I did was make the backgrounds, and no one cares about the dripping from a stalagmite. No one cares about it. They don't. They just care about you. They really do. It's about Kai. It's about Melatissa. It's about Bogey. And it's about Annalise, even though I couldn't pronounce her name in the first couple games.
I don't think you got it right there.
Just said it wrong now.
Definitely Elise.
We've come full circle.
We sure have. Yeah.
That was perfect.
Let's get into the game.
It's a circle of life.
As you guys are walking up the gangplank, you can see this thing is like rattled, put together. It's a bunch of when you go behind 7-Eleven and you pick up those pallets nailed together all the way across. You see big beams and 4x4s going up, and the boat's going off as you guys all walk off. There's only so much time before you can go in. Everyone said yes. You guys are waving at Frank. I mean, waving at Vol. You don't see Eddie. You know that you left him in the tunnel. But a familiar face does fall across you, Bogey. Old face. Long time ago. You think about the moment you caught Frank's eye as he was charging down. You weren't leading. There was another person leading the charge around. Salvador. Sellsword. Quick and clean. Deaths he made were quick. Always talked about his god of an ending glory. Another vampire. Few in the army. 4 in total. But the rest of the army were men fighting against a charge. that little too high of a crease of a crooked smile. One moment. Last sunglasses of the evening. Nope. Let's go this way. 1 second before I strangle myself. It has to be sideways. I've already decided. This doesn't work.
No, it doesn't. There you go.
All right.
Go full redneck with it, just straight back.
All right. Continue. Oh my God. I've seen a person keep going. As the gangplank is literally like falling.
Yeah, we're walking
Yeah, we're
up
like
the
walking
gangplank.
up. Keep going. If you want to go, one more step. Okay, good. Holy fucking shit! Blast from the past. Good to see you, Wolf of the Evening.
It's been a really long time,
It's been it's been an age.
almost a millennium.
I have heard of your exploits. I believe this would be the A-Team. Yes? Look at all.
I guess somebody calls us that.
I know. The 80s movies were pretty good, but
Nothing compares to the real thing, right?
as you like bring up a cigar to your mouth. Beauty, I must say.
Thank you.
I mean, like he looks at Kai, it, like looks like he's short. He's a short man. He looks up and continues to look up and continues to look up, and you have this still one green and one red, like eye patch.
Nice.
Yeah, and he specifically looks at the raven that's on your shoulder. Oh. What a wonderful expression of pain and death. But I look at you, Elise. But you also have beauty, huh? Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
So is he like
Okay.
the same height as
I already got a
Elise? or-
plane. I already got a
Oh,
plane.
no,
Let's see. If we can get up
No, short king.
Short king.
Short king.
Easy.
Short king.
Easy.
Like 5'5", like short king. Hello.
Yeah, but the accent makes up for it.
Yes. I mean, like, he definitely has the Energizer Bunny, like presence. Not Big Dick King, but like Energizer Bunny King kind of thing going on. Oh, so you are on a cruise to death, yes? Welcome on. I mean, everyone here is a killer.
Kai, this is an old friend of mine, Salvatore.
Oh, he was good. Salvatore was good. I mean, for example, the reference of the pirate going down the sails with the knife. That's him. Like in literature, like the first person to ever try that move. Salvador was. He was
It's Salvador or Salvatore?
Salvatore.
Salvatore.
Yeah, just a person you want to see on the sea. Oh, welcome. He comes up and ding, ding, ding. It's like right around, like he's reaching up, but it's just at like the top of your
You're knocking
chest.
on your breastplate.
Yeah. So you seem to bring me an automaton.
He's not an automaton.
Hello.
He's like me.
What do you mean he's like you?
That's what I do.
You're getting me in this metal idea. You had to get a person inside there. You do see that Connery gets off your like shoulder and like lands on him, and like instead of the tongue that goes on his head, like You know, you don't hear any of the other thing, but he takes back off and runs around, obviously taking you into account. Well, welcome to the boat. And this is a motor cruise. Apparently, you are the most deadly people in the world.
We prefer competent.
Competent when it comes to death, yes. I shall accept this. You're going to see some friends that you have not seen for quite a while, my dear.
Did you see the one on the pier?
And he looks out and brings down his glasses. Who am I looking at?
Frank.
Well, fuck. Why did not we bring him?
It's not his job. He has other things to do.
He's pretty good at his jobs.
But I could tell you, I fought alongside Frank.
What was it like?
Oh, it was fucking epic. It was amazing.
Is there a reason that we lost? Are the stories true?
From what I saw, he was fighting a 5-armed gorilla.
If I'm
Yeah,
I
4
do
arms.
not believe it.
It was originally 6. I took care of a couple of them, but yeah, he fought 4-armed gorilla.
If you are telling me this thing, and like there's like you know when you meet somebody of your standards, like whatever you're good at in the world, like when you know that you've met your equal, and you have had good conversations, like, you know, for you it's over a fire, for you it's over a conversation of like wit and ability and tactics and blah blah blah. This was definitely one of your captains.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the almost slightly lucky. You know, like he seemed so cavalier, but when it came to his troops, he's like, exactly this.
Right.
Do this to this extreme. I need this thing to be on fire. If it's not on fire, my plan won't work. It didn't seem to make sense in the battle, but like I need this one depot to be in fire. And then he would his plan around. Where you're more of a melee guy. Put me in the thick. Put me in the idea. Let me chew on the marrow. Like, he'd be like, oh no, I have a good place to put you. Oh. Francis, eh? He has haunted my doors once or twice, but, you know, I would say that maybe we're better off him not being here. He seems to be a hero, not a mechanized piece.
Yeah, he's got some morals.
Morals in this stage of a, oh, look at your beautiful weapon.
Thank you.
Oof. That is very old.
It is.
I have to say to you. And your expressions are fantastic.
My expressions.
Oh, of course. Because you don't know how to control 2 eyebrows.
Oh.
It's usually
It's usually just the
Yeah,
wave
well,
that goes
yeah.
across my face.
Yeah, right? You seem very inquisitive, I tell you to you.
Yes, very, very inquisitive. Yes,
Like
I
2
know.
inchworms fighting on your forehead.
Yeah,
Making
yeah,
out.
right. Yeah.
Did you ever know Ben-Hur?
I'm sorry.
Ben-Hur. Did
Ben
you-
Hur.
Judah.
Yes.
Judah Ben-Hur.
Wait, what? Is this a joke?
No, it's history.
Biblical.
Seemed punny. Sorry.
It did seem funny, right? That's why I was like, "Excuse me."
No. You definitely would have fought for Ben-Hur.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
It was a religious sect that fought for the French and was discovered as a female general.
I wouldn't say that I fought for Ben so much as fought with.
It's exceptional. I mean, look at your hardware. It seems to be upgraded, huh? Did you do that yourself?
Well, not all of it. Some of it, though, and I cannot let this weapon go. It seems that these days things are not made to last.
It's less, yes.
Not anymore.
I mean, it used to be the strength of porcelain against the idea of breakage, but what an idea. in Miss Betty Page? You're out of your fucking mind. How do you come with me to such wonderful things, Miss Betty? How are you? She doesn't have her glasses anymore. It's just that black stained. And you see, Elise, she starts to stutter. I don't know if Betty's gotten back to her Betty Page solidarity yet. You see him swagger. Think Johnny Depp in Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, like just that weird walk that's disengaging but engaging at the same time. Hello. You look quite beautiful. I mean, the pictures did not do you justice. And it seems that you also have brought a friend. Holy shit, you are Elise. The holder of the captain's hand. This isn't, I am a captain, but this is a monocle that has been given to you many times. Are you going to steer my ship into an ocean or into an island?
I think we're going on purpose to an island, right? Aren't we headed for New York?
We are going to Egypt.
Oh,
I mean,
did you guys know we're going to Egypt?
The cradle of humanity is where I'm headed. If you wanted, and right when you say that, the game plank finally does fall, begins floating, like in the ocean. You can see it, like the mismatched pieces, the rod steel of those huge nails that hold together like big 4x4s. Like it just starts to sink and fall as your boat is going through. This is an honor. I mean, I have been told of your exploits. Elvis, all the way back. I'm just saying.
Well, we had to borrow a car from someone, and he just happened to have the best at the time. But Egypt, you said.
Of course. It is the cradle, so why should it not end where it began?
I mean, fair enough. Do you happen to have a way for us to get a hold of Mr. Windsor by any chance?
Unfortunately, it's going to be the inverse. If you'd like to make a call, please make it now. If not, and he reaches behind him and he pulls out a very obviously lead-made horrible beams around it. It's a little box about the size of a microwave that he produces. He's like, we're going to go to Zero Dark because we have a very special mission and we cannot be traced. So until we get to our destination, I need your cell phones within this so no one can track us.
I haven't had a cell phone since the 80s.
Whatever communication device I have
Yeah.
goes in the box.
Yeah.
without
Yeah, it's
question.
not big. It looks like literally like 4 pieces of lead that are just into a box.
Yeah.
It's like
I don't know that I even had a cell
it
phone.
is
It's probably more
unfortunate.
of a walkie or something.
Yeah.
In fact, it's going to give us a little bit of a problem because we do not know we know our destination, but we are going to be unable to understand what's happening in Egypt before we land. But if we want all these amazing individuals here, we need it to work. So untrackability is probably our best.
Guy, turn off your Bluetooth.
So airplane mode.
For a second, you hear vzz, like engines.
Of course, that's what it did.
Why would it?
But remember that.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to know, I guess.
Yeah, right. Liftoff in 5, 4, 3.
Navigator disregard.
What the fuck was that, guy?
I don't know. Turn off transmission, navigator. Transmissions? Come on.
Communications.
I'm a radio man. I can't.
Taking away from the source. Compliant.
Oh, dear.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Alexa, stop.
I need you to roll me a D100. Give him the D100.
Oh, man.
Every time.
Here we go.
You might want to roll that in a tray
Yeah. She's
because it
chunky.
rolls around.
That's a 1.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding
Are
you.
you fucking 100 fucking
Yeah,
choices?
no, that's
You
a 1.
rolled a fucking nat 1 on a D100, dude.
Dude, there was some information to pick
Oh,
up.
fucking course there was.
A 1 out of 100?
God damn it.
Wow.
I've rolled that die a lot, and it's so rare that I get a 1.
Obviously not.
Wow.
That I get a 1.
First try.
That's amazing.
I rolled a 1 on your 3.
It is
Just
Oh
really
my
good.
god, this
Well,
is
you
a hell of a
heroes.
day for you, dude.
Well, I mean,
Fucking
there was a lot of information. Even in the 30 range, there was good information. But all you hear is compliant. Airplane mode engaged.
I look up Connery, shut down your digital communications.
Coronary goes over to a few people. One of them you see that you've known from your past.
Another one.
Yeah, Jeffrey. Jason was his original name. Jeffrey is what he's currently having it. Bruiser. You know him to be part of the army that was fighting against Frank. And he is a venturer. Statted all the way out to soak damage and make it. Not a smart guy. Yeah. Kind of one of these. Yeah. You want to go this way? I can go that way. You know, like very muscle bound.
Beefy, not bright.
Beefy, not bright. In a beautiful 3-piece suit. You know, as before he goes, redoes his jacket. There's not a jacket that's going to look at it. Think Shaq. You know, like just a giant god among men. I mean, like, can you believe Shaq's shoulders are this big compared to me? Like, big. You Letty. All right, I'm gonna go make sure that all the things are the right things. He goes up and starts crawling up one of those like rebarb things all the way up to the tower. He gets up there, swings on one of the pieces of it, knocks out the bottom. He falls with the tower. Injury seems to come from. Communication is that.
It wasn't exactly what I was talking about, but it worked.
Yep. You know, one of those like spinning ones.
Mm-hmm.
So, Militisa,
Yes.
I've heard of your exploits. In fact, we've had a couple of moments fighting against each other.
I thought you looked familiar.
Yes, but
I must have been a little off those days since you're still speaking.
well, all of your intentions were not fulfilled. So I will, forgive another person that is within my line of sight. I mean, we are talking about the end of the world now, yes?
Apparently, yes.
So, can we have an understanding? Reaches his hands out.
Militissa will take her hand off the hilt of her sword where she just kind of rests it all the time.
When you do have that moment, you do have that moment of, like, the guy's capable. He did beat you.
I'll take my hand off my hilt. I'll spit in the palm. Then I'll extend my hand.
So nice. Give me one moment, please. Sorry, it takes me quite a few moments to.
God.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be chunky.
It's okay, mine is. And instead of doing palm to palm, it'll
Look at
be,
Militissa. It's not supposed to be chunky.
go like forearm to
Forearm
forearm.
to forearm.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, it's even more gross.
yeah.
Absolutely. Like as gross as possible.
I should
And
give-
like drag her hand down her arm.
Yeah, right. I should give you this nail trail of excellence.
Yeah.
Two Nosferatus looking at each other going, gross.
Fucking nasty, dude. What's wrong with these people?
Right.
All right, the one that you've seen, that you've remember, has already fallen down. He's just holding his prize. You know what I mean? Like, he just has part of a, like, mechanized thing that spun around and gave
Yeah,
everyone
it's-
communication.
Radar.
Yeah. He starts leading you downstairs. Specifically, Kai and Militessa. Actually, all of you, from a different perspective. Maybe not Elise. You hear the sounds of war. You hear bullets being loaded in chambers. You hear the sound of what it is to make another bullet. You know, that little of a round table pushing the explosion back into a spent round. You hear the sharpening of knives. You hear the, weirdly enough, especially in something so new age, you hear the crackle of fire as he starts walking you down. These are men of war, women of war. Different people looking, checking their sights as you walk down. That's one of the first moments you guys all see. It's a bunch of people like rechecking sights, seeing if they could get anything more out of it, shaving down little pieces of equipment, little ounces. People of this level of murder, all of you know, those ounces make a difference. Especially you, Elise. The filing of a gun is the same thing as a individual making a hot rod. And they start drilling holes in the frame to try to release some weight. You're hearing the mechanizing of war. He's walking you down. What would you like to do? You see like 4 different camps. All of them feel right. If you're going to go into a business of war, just the sound itself feels correct.
Jeffrey,
Of
if
course.
you're still going by that.
I mean, at least most nations can pronounce it.
Are there any more of our old compatriots down here that I should know about?
It has been a long time since you and me have been in war, yes?
It has.
Yes. You've already seen one of our bruisers?
Yes.
I to tell you that Teltello is here. You know Teltello to be a holder of hard positions. Like he was the, like before trench warfare happened, very first person to ever build a trench. Let them shoot the arrows around us and then escape. Teltello is here.
I didn't know he was still alive.
He wasn't. He was in torpor for quite a long time. But
I heard some
you know,
stories.
but for the end days, one does dig up some old bodies, yes?
Apparently. Getting lots of ghosts from the past.
Do you remember Xavier? I know you did not get around, but I know that you did not like him very much, but he is very useful.
He's
if you want to go
effective.
from here to there, there's no better in the ideas of Cain. The portal may be difficult for some, but I remember you walking through one and coming out okay on the other side.
First one. Unfortunately.
Roll me a D100.
Oh, fuck. Goddamn 100.
77.
28.
Now you remember walking in, and you know that what you walked away from was important, but all you came out was the other side of the portal. In fact, it was the closest you came to beating Frank. That was the closest. That was like that portal behind their ranks. That was the closest.
Almost a clincher.
Yeah, but you don't remember the travel.
Right.
You just remember coming out and spitting, not blood, but saliva, which is something you shouldn't be able to.
Yeah, it was kind of terrifying.
I understand the fact from you. I understand. I know he's not everyone's favorite person, but the way that he looks. I mean, like, come on, we all on a kill team. Look at every, and he like gestures down, and you see like everyone sees the difference in between special forces from every nation, including the weird one. As you actually, why don't you all make me a sorry. Wearing villain glasses is hard to do this.
I thought about wearing sunglasses today
Yeah.
just to help me
Yeah.
get in the zone.
Wits and awareness. I know it's yuck, but you can also add a cult. Anyone that has it.
Holy smokes! I need more dice.
Mark's like, I'm going to have to roll some of these 3 or 4 times.
Well, I know Margie won't roll again because she got 2 natural ones in a row, and then 2 natural 20s in a row. So
See, the new die that I just got, the mystery die, a fucking 1. And then another fucking 1.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I have a -1. I don't know shit.
Oh shit!
All right, new die, you're new.
I
I'm gonna
also
give you
have a
more
minus
chance.
1. You got a 5?
Yeah.
Thank God. It's looking pretty bleak at the table, girl.
Back into the bag.
Nice.
4.
Okay, thank God.
So, as you guys are looking through Militissa, what you hear is just battle.
Okay.
You hear, like, and not just battle, but people that are willing to die for the cause. You've been there. He just mentioned Ben-Hur. These are people that died to the man for a cause. That's what, and it feels almost like a church bell rings. The sound of every piece of ammo. It's clean. You know what I mean? Like, this is clean battle. This is a evil force that mankind is going to fight. Not that the Great Crusade was right in any way, shape, or form, but the soldiers that fought for that horrific war believed in it. There's a certain hum, there's a certain understanding when a man or a woman sharpens their sword to fight evil. Hear that ringing around the internals of the ship. 0?
No,
Minus
minus
1.
1.
-1. You're just taking into the amount of hardware that's there. Whatever these people need is there. You see choppers that are wrapped up, you know what I mean? Like on the ceiling, like all the wings, all the blades are like put together as one, like held upside down on the top of this ship. This is not normal military perspective. This is definitely a little bit of vampire, a little bit of, a little bit of Pentex used, like their technology, maybe not bad, but like you can see how they're just like decked this out. The bloodlust is kind of what like you can almost hear in all those normal men's blood. Reminds you of the stroking of every oar. Kai, it hits you a little bit differently. You remember people stoking the fire to make one blade. You know, what it takes to make the bellows go, make the fire hot enough. This is the last man that you cared about killing. He understood it and he accepted it. In fact, when you finally finished your blade, your first blade, he's the one that handed you the pommel and you stabbed him. You feel that feel. You have that understanding of what it is to be a man, to work on something that knows he's going to die. You look over though. 6, right?
5.
Five, I think. Yeah.
5. You didn't
It was
need
a
6.
6 compared to all the negative ones.
Yes.
You look up and there's one piece of moonlight still shining through. It's like they took a can opener on the top and they'd opened one area on this ship. Everything else is dark, but you have this one little piece of moonlight that's coming down, shining directly on a fire. Fire that you can see as you take in a moment with 5 successes. The smoke going all the way up through. Tribesmen. South American. American. North American. The Inuits. The Blackfoot. The Cherokee. The Aztec in South America. All the tribes. A little bit of influence in all of it. And I'd like you to make me a history check. It's only 5s because you rolled so well.
Girl, I hope you study.
Yeah, intelligence and history.
I don't see history.
I'm sorry, I got big glasses on.
Awareness.
Right now. Awareness. No,
Yeah.
academics and
Academics, yeah.
academics.
Ooh, nice. Academics and intelligence.
Yep. Fives, not 6s. You had a good first roll.
Holy shit! I got 3 10s.
Girl.
So I don't. So I already have a 5, but I have to re-roll 3.
Mm-hmm.
6.
Nice.
I thought that was so
Fair.
much better.
6 is a hell of a roll, man.
I know. I got 3 10s.
At least it didn't turn into 3-1.
Yeah, I was afraid of that, to be honest.
You remember little gasps of people talking in the background of the communal tribe when it comes to the Americas, when it comes to werewolves. This is the Lunar Tribe. It is all of the Americans coming up from the people that supports the werewolves initiatives. It takes their best fighters from wherever you are and puts them together. Think of it as a large explanation of the best when it comes to people that live in the forest. That's where you can see the tribal markings. You can hear the slight chanting, even though it's very low, as they're forging weapons as they're moving in this fire. The smell of meat, you immediately know that they're not werewolves, they're humans that support a werewolf tribe. And it's like in juxtaposition to like a SEAL Team 6 that are like fixing their body armor, comparison to like putting on like war paint. So in this age, which one's stronger? But you do have that knowledge. Like I said, my friends, you're on a boat to death.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit more subtle.
The subtlety at the end of the world? Who wants this?
Well, I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm fairly sure that you takes a moment and goes, "What is this?" Wants at you, Melatissa. He looks at a bag. You look down and you see a bag that's leaking blue liquid.
That is nothing that you need to worry about.
You know, I don't know much about fuck, but it seems that maybe you would care about the blue liquid leaking out of your bag.
No. The difference is I know what it's for.
Well, you have all of our resources at your disposal. Please enjoy the best killers in the world. You are some of the finest I've ever known, especially you. I've been told your name is Bogey, but that's not what I called you once upon a time.
No. We've all had different names over the years. Bogey's good for now.
Enjoy the camaraderie of it's truly a belly of a beast.
Yes, it is.
You do hear like the shaking of the metal. You know, like when you're on a warship, sound actually is useful. You can scare people just by the bellows as it reverberates around the steel cage that you're currently in. You're going out.
Do we have our own rooms? Or we just got to go on the floor and have a seat like everybody else?
Well, there shall be no sunlight.
Well,
There shall be
obviously.
fun. No, what you're surrounded with people that sleep on rocks and concrete, or I mean, we did not make this a pleasure cruise, if you know what I'm saying.
Some of my compatriots like privacy sometimes, though.
If you need a room, you can ask Micah, someone that you'll remember very well. But he'll be down there. Also, don't be upset. But Lisa is here as well. I know that you guys had a past, but I mean, if you wanted the best, we're bringing the best.
I've had a lot of past. But I appreciate the up.
Enjoy the cruise. Takes off the sunglasses one more time.
Do you know what time we'll be arriving? Or
Pers-
what day?
Precisely when we're needed. I'm going to guess in 2 days. We are going to Egypt, and the waters currently are treacherous. The dolphins have been attacking everything.
Fucking dolphins.
I know, right? Who saw that coming? Somewhere, Frank is going, May, get out. I kind of told you about that.
Called it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, this is your escape. Different like literally people are trying to come back to their humanity. Mostly this is humans. You see the French like literally cooking. This is not racist. Like they're cooking baguettes like next to the engine carrier. Like they're trying to keep part of their culture like alive for them. You know, there's definitely if you want something, this it's. You guys are both military guys, and you both have been on carriers. There's so many options when it comes to the things they have in stores. Just think about the amount of possibilities that someone would bring to the end of the world. This is kitted out.
Or baked potato line.
Yeah, baked potato line.
They're always.
Yeah, yeah. This is
I'm the one on the other side of that line.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm baking the potatoes.
right. You guys walk down, and I mean, like, you guys are on the stairs, so this is your world to explore.
Salvatore's following us, or he's leaving
No,
us?
Salvador is going up to go back to the captain's nest.
So I kind of look at Bogey. I know you guys have a pass, but I don't trust that guy.
Yeah, what's with
Good
the
reason.
sunglasses?
Oh, well. He likes to be mysterious.
Well,
I guess that's his current way of being mysterious. He used to wear a helmet with a very thin visor. So you couldn't see his face. You couldn't see his facial expressions as he talked to you and give you orders to go die.
I think Mandalorian, just like that thin line.
yeah.
He was good though.
Oh, very good at his job. Very good at sending people to their deaths.
Yeah, well, we all bleed in different ways.
One
And
of the best.
my intentions are never to lead people to their deaths. I know it happens, but that's never been my intention.
I was fortunate enough to have been high enough in the ranks that he didn't want to see me die that quickly, so I always had a company beneath me. And he was like, you hang in the back. Send them.
Well, Cade knows I'm glad that you survived.
Yeah, think like a whole army versus army, 10 vampires, 10 vampires. You know what I mean? Like you guys were special.
Yeah, he was more of a general, and I was kind of a captain. And I had my platoons, my men, my battalions, and he gave me the order to give them the order. It's kind of how it went down. But then when it really came down to it, we both got into the thick of it. And we're still here. Most of the men aren't. A couple of them are here, though.
You remember being a Ronin, being like some of the cool things about being a samurai is the honorable death. You know, you rocked through a lot of honorable people. You know, fought against people that maybe you didn't believe in their cause, but the people that fought against you were honorable. And you've given honorable deaths. You know, somebody that even below you, because obviously they couldn't hit what a vampire can do, I can see you like turning down your abilities and seeing if they can get a scratch. Yeah, guys, you guys got to explore this. I can't lead you through.
I would like to go over to the folks who are working on swords. And I'm going to look at
The Native American kind of camp.
I'm going to look at the hilt of my sword and see that the leather is not exactly perfect.
All right.
And I'm going to look for some leather, acquire some leather to rewrap it so it feels better.
Well, come on in. Hey. Come on. Wow. My name is John. Who are you?
Hi, John.
I know that you're very important. but-
Militissa.
Ooh, that's a big name.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But
How about Millie?
no, Militissa. I am looking for.
He goes, okay, you're looking for something, but I can't tell you what I want.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, okay.
You know, names are names for a reason.
You know what? Jonathan.
Okay, Jonathan.
All right.
I am after a new piece of leather for my hilt, and I will draw my giant two-handed sword and lay it on the work table.
You hear a hush come over the fire. You see different animals being expressed as people slowly prowl, not dance, prowl around this fire. These are not people asking for help. These are people that know that they're forged within the fire. This is a different version of all the North Americans. This is against the gun. This is against the ideas. Had you shown up with a weapon that shot, that wasn't two pieces. I control the arrow. I control the bow. That would have been acceptable. But because you didn't come with a firearm, you will be allowed into the circle. Please roll me a D100.
Alrighty.
I had it sitting on 100, so hopefully it'll stay that way.
Okay.
It's got to think about it.
Are we with?
Yeah, you definitely can see it, and especially you, Kai. You know a culture that is
52.
Yeah, man, you had to beat 50.
Hey.
Getting better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Warming
I
up.
like to set the bar low for you guys. So that way anything is
You did. You set it as low as it can go.
Right.
Jesus. Everything looks good now at this point.
Here, put back on 100. You think about what you've done.
Yeah. Jonathan.
He looks over you, goes back to the fire, and he just grabs a piece of wood that is on fire in the middle. It's like on fire on the two sides, like you know when it lights from the sides. He drops it, and his whole hand is full of ash. And he comes over to you and licks his thumb and does the ash in between your eyebrows.
No, so he fills them back in.
Yeah. So there you are.
Jonathan.
Melitissa. Want it sharpened.
That sounded very Windsor at first.
Right?
I was like, wait, who the
No,
fuck
no,
is
no,
this
sorry.
guy?
It's just a dude. I work on Windsor.
I
a
know
lot.
you've only got a limited amount of voices, but
Yeah, right. Yeah. He goes, Melitissa. You have quite a heritage, don't you?
A long one. Yes.
The eyebrow comes all the way down. You're starting to trace lines, reaches back to the now extinguished wood and gets a little bit more charcoal on his hand. Starts gesturing on the side of people to work on your morning star. Why did you become a warrior? Starts making little streaks on your cheek. This seems very, you see this, Kai. It seems very honorable.
This is.
He's just trying to figure out what they're adding.
I fought so people could keep their faith.
A straight line down to your heart, like just charcoal, straight line from the cheek of one of the points he was making. Why? Why did you care about who cared of what God?
Because souls are eternal, and
He starts making a spiral,
if
back up,
we
pauses.
in this life directly influence what happens to us in the next, and for someone to lose their faith in this life is the worst thing I can think of, because it damns them in the next.
He holds there right at where the jugular vein would be at your neck. It looks back to his people and says the correct verbiage, which I will not try to recreate. And you see, like, not bellows, but like ferns that have been put together. They start pushing more. You can see meat is being like spit roasted on top of this, but comes down and he brings that charcoal line down to your hand, like over your garments.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sitting there topless.
No.
This is not her thing.
And he goes down.
and everybody looks to Elise.
Right? Yeah.
And he holds it right before, like on that part of your palm, on the outside of your thumb, where he could take advantage of a grip. It's that, and he pushed it back up, but the charcoal starts to look blue. He's waiting for a answer.
An
Do you
answer.
want it to go? Do you want to use what they used, or do you want to get power from the world? Because you haven't yet used what's in there. This will make a difference.
Used what's in what? I'm sorry.
You've
I don't
seen the
understand.
chain links become blue. You never found out what the Morning Star actually has.
Oh, okay. That's where we're at. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the piece of the puzzle I was missing.
So he's either going to undo it, or an
Turn it up.
ad, or let it be what it is.
Okay. So what is the question right now?
He's
Do you want to
looking
use
as
the
a
tech
yeah.
that they added to your
Yeah,
sword?
he's looking as a warrior to a warrior. There's an
Uh-huh.
understanding there.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to keep what you have, which is huge? You don't even know yet.
Mm-hmm.
But it's huge. Or do you want it to be bathed in the fire of us people trying to support the world has? I mean, I won't tell you which is more powerful.
So it's
but I
kind of
will
like
t-
Well,
tech
it's
or
the
magic.
yeah, it's the Morning Star. It's not my sword, and the Morning Star is kind of my number 2. So I will look at him and I'll just I'll nod, raise one end of my eyebrow.
Do that now.
Yeah, I can do that again. And
Looks like a worm doing a push-up.
yeah, yes, exactly. And I will just say, do what needs to be done.
So you're relinquishing what Pentex has done to this weapon.
Yes. Pentex held us in plastic for 20 years. I understand that they've made improvements to these weapons, but we don't know what that is. And
Yes.
it seems that we're going into a situation. I
get-
want to know that this weapon is safe
This is a one-time choice.
for me to wield. So please do what you can.
D30.
D30.
You're just picking random numbers at this point.
No,
Yeah,
I'm not.
right?
I got dice for this.
Pretending. This one? Alrighty.
And it is
Oh, no!
Is that a sign?
55.
Don't roll.
We're gonna go over today.
Okay.
We can't go over by much.
Yeah.
14. It hovered on a 2, but now it's 14.
Because I didn't have it sitting on 30. Got to put a max number.
You hear that as like a forge, as the straw mats are making the fire harder and harder. You see that a couple people get off of these large mats because they're getting closer and closer and closer to the fire. The things that you realize that the mats are not catching on fire as they go. One single spiral fire comes out of it. You see him reach through and let his hand burn for a moment at a spiral fire.
Is this guy kindred or human?
Human,
Okay.
completely human. You don't know if he's mage. You don't know whatever he is, but
Right.
he's a
He's not
he's upset. He's definitely he's a man.
Okay.
Lets it float through and grabs the copper coil around your morning star and starts peeling it away. You can see little bright purple pieces of like electronic chalk going through it. He does not seem to be changed by it because his last hand is in the fire as he's ripping off the last pieces that Pentex put onto your blade. Finally gets rid of the wire. He holds your morning star. See a small, light blue flame on the very bottom of his hand. And it goes down, not the same blue that you saw going through the chinks all the way through it, but you feel that the wood handle becomes heavier. You feel like Pentex has been taken out of your particular morning star.
Fantastic.
You don't know what it would have done, but you feel like it's been removed.
Okay.
You also feel like it's not what it used to be. Somebody else has added something to it.
Right. Okay.
The smell of roasting goat is around this fire.
I grab a piece of goat.
Yeah,
Do.
yeah. You can eat.
Well, I don't. I grab a piece and I throw it to his chicken. I feel like the thing's got to eat, man.
Father, this is fantastic.
Bro.
Right?
Raven.
All right, this is.
And he's
all-
part of the team, man. I mean, I don't want to accept him, but I do.
Yeah. He
He,
appreciates
he
it.
catches it, like eating all the way through. Father, your friend is my favorite person I've ever met.
Well, thanks.
I just see you like having that conversation. Just like, oh, fucking birds.
This is your guys' area. You're looking at exceptionally well trained mercenaries. You're looking at very military, like the way that they clean the guns. You can tell that this is like, French Foreign Legion. You can see that,
Yeah, they could do it
all the
blindfolded
way
in
through.
3 seconds.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
all the way through. You're seeing so many different cultures coming together of their best of their best of their best.
I felt that over here.
Mm-hmm.
Good word.
Tense. We're tense.
I got a gun for this.
I just want to look around for like an empty spot near a wall.
All right. Yeah, a bunkhead. You know what I mean? Like a different, like as it goes over the wall. You know, like the big beams that like skirt the bottom of a ship. Oddly enough, skirt the top of the ship when it comes to that. And in fact, they normally meet. So yeah, you get a little cubby.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk over, sit down, and start sharpening my blade.
Give me a.
But while I'm doing it, I'm not looking at the blade. I'm watching everyone.
Sure. Why don't you give me a occult and subterfuge roll?
Hey, I've got that. And I've got a cult. Let's see if my dice will hate me again.
You hear in the distance one success, right?
Yes, one success.
Of a whimpering wolf. It's on this area, but you hear the. Not something that's been beaten, not something that's been broken, but something that is wants to be free. And it feels like a wolf.
If I look around, can I see it?
Yeah. Why don't you give me a wits and awareness roll?
It's an awareness. It's the same dice pool I just used.
Oh.
0. No, that's
No, it's just coming.
-1.
It's just coming from a distance. You even think, after all the things that you've seen, you think that it's just maybe a blocked memory.
Okay.
Elise, what do you want to do?
Betty and I are going to go looking for bullets.
Oh, I mean, everywhere you look, there's different people loading different ammo into different things.
Right. We're just going to look for specifically what our guns take and the nicest bullets we can find. Like the best quality.
You do, all right. Do you trust Raj Roland for you? Because I need a
Sure.
D100 to figure out how good this is.
Yeah, I
Sure,
think
you don't want me to roll for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want Sean to roll for you?
no. I think my digital dice
hard feelings.
here only goes up. Yeah, it only goes up to a 20.
Yeah. Well,
So.
hold on. 2, 4, 6,
Yeah,
8,
just
10.
roll
5 times, and we'll add it up together.
Well, no, I was going to suggest rolling a percentage dice and
A regular.
a regular dice.
That works. Yeah, sure.
And that'll give you.
There we go. That's a good idea. I have those.
Offer's still on the table, Margie.
Oh.
What's that?
Not that offer.
You wait to the end.
Oh, jeez.
6.
Over a 60 or 6?
No, a double 0. A double 0 and a 6.
Oh fuck!
6.
Yeah.
I just want to know.
I should have rolled for you.
What you don't see.
It's an 8.
I was like, holy shit.
It wouldn't have been much better with me.
What you don't see is a bunch of magic individuals working on shot, and they're literally making magic bullets. The smell would be different for anyone that knows, as you all do, of making ammo. So there is magic ammo here, but you go back and they're like, "Do you want some goat?" You probably go to the North Americans that you've already seen a couple of friends like hang out with. But there is magical ammo to be made here.
So they're just smelting lead.
Yeah, they're making they're making fetishes, physical things to hit. That's why it worked the first time. There is a bunch of mages in this area that could make you magic bullets, but with a 6, I'm so sorry. Like,
Even my 8 probably wouldn't have done it.
yeah, I bet he goes, well, this is interesting. Cultural exchange at the end of the world. I'm so glad I'm becoming a better person.
Did she do that eye roll?
Well, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
She doesn't have her sunglasses anymore. So,
Right.
She always eye rolls. You just didn't know it before.
Right.
so what? Well, gee, what happened? I mean, we had a plan, didn't we? We wanted less people to suffer and still have enough for ourselves. And that didn't happen, did it?
I don't know what has happened the last 20 years, but this is not where I thought we would be.
Not me either, because I was perfect for what you wanted me to do. You wanted me to spread things. You wanted me to spread ideas. But, I mean, look at the current scenario of everyone involved. No one wants to listen. What would you guys done differently?
I don't
mean,
know.
if you were here,
It's hard to say.
I mean, taking me out of a bad situation was easy. But I keep on getting stuck on what would have been our message. Everything's fallen to shit. Kids don't listen to their parents. Their parents don't understand their children. The economic structure is getting worse and worse. The top 1% are getting richer. The hard workers are getting poor. I mean, what was the point? We worked very hard. Think about how many things that we overthrew to put me in this position. Like, what would we have done?
I think it's a little bit late to worry about that.
At the end of the world,
We can't redo this. We can't undo anything that's been done. We can't do it differently. It's done. And we are here, and all we can do is try to survive this.
did you ever see the snake in the sky?
Yes, in New York we did.
Can I ask you a question? And I have not. I don't want this to be the answer, but a God has arisen. An actual God. A real representation of God. I mean, I have existed, so have you, for a very long time. Have you ever seen a God arise? Like, I know that Jesus
No, but I
exists.
have
I know that.
I have I have to believe that if an evil god like this can be brought to the earth, that so can the good ones. And the only way that we can attempt that is to make it through this.
Give me just a D10 roll. Just one D10.
5.
Yep, got it. As you were looking at the Native Americans, one produces you a clover, like out of the fire, that like you can see little singes on the edges of 4-leaf clover. One produces, this is like 3 old women. One produces you a piece
Oh,
of
no, the
burnt
face.
pine. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. One produces you a piece of burnt pine, and one produces you a piece of burnt birch. They are quiet as they all stand up around you. What you want to do with this, you can, but you have 3 offerings being brought to you and you do not know the language. It's up to you to figure out what you want to do with this.
Like, how big are they? Are they small enough that I could take all 3 of them and just put them in my pocket?
Yeah. Small piece of birch, small burnt 4-leaf clover. Yeah, you can use. It's just an offering coming out of their fire. By the way, there's other like little like groups. I mean, like you can go and talk to like the different groups as much as you want, but like I mean, the fire is hard to. It makes sense why you go to the fire first because it's such a big thing. But yeah, these are offered to you. Whatever you want to do.
I
with
just
them.
do a little bow and take them and tuck them into my bra.
All right. Yep, you have those 3 things. They all do 3 different things.
Okay.
Guys, explore because you're not going to get a lot of exploration after this. So. Or talk or do what you want. You can hear like sailor songs. For example, the Germans cried out Christmas songs on Christmas Day in trench warfare. There's a camaraderie when it comes to killers. There's a camaraderie when it comes to thieves. There's a camaraderie. You're not the best. You're just the last heroes that the world has left.
So what are you doing?
I think Kai is
Any-
probably
Sorry, God.
finding a kind of like, you know, hangar bay level, so open area and just more of a meditation, but also like with his blades, like sparring, but like kind of in his own little trance, just trying to work his shit out.
I can see you like
Sparring or doing just a kata
Like
solo?
a kata, but like, you know, like a very aggressive kata with swords, of course.
I've done those.
You're quite good at this.
I try.
The scimitars are something that I have not seen before.
Motherfucker.
Shut up. I do this. That's not why I did it. This is a hero of mine.
It's funny
Shut
that
up.
you use it with the Indian guy.
Oh, come on. You want me to change it? I've had this
keep it. Hold
character
it.
set for a
I
long
just had to
time.
make a point. It's
Yeah.
funny.
He's calling you a poo. That's all.
I'm definitely not. I enjoy you. Fuck off.
Just let it ride.
Now you're going to make me self-conscious about this. I actually really care about
you're-
this character. He's
it's a
actually in
good-
season 2. Like,
It's a
Nice.
good voice.
That was good. Reminds me of somebody I know.
you're quite fantastic at what you do.
A lot of time doing it.
What is the reason that you do it? You've become outrageously proficient.
Feel like I'm atoning for something.
He puts just a simple staff down. Stay straight up. Like it's a plasteel. I mean, but the staff stays straight up.
Neat trick.
Isn't all the ways that you've killed everyone before you a very neat trick?
What's that?
And those katanas seem to be very sharp.
Sharp, but a little unfamiliar right now.
Would you like to test them out? As he reaches and like spins in his hands. And he, like when he puts the staff back down, like you can feel like
Yeah.
a charge.
I feel like this guy is not something to mess around with, but I'm like,
Okay.
I'm willing to.
Yeah, you see, as you look at him, he has like a scratch through his eye. There's one white pupil. You do hear heartbeat.
He's human.
Yeah, he's definitely human. but there's a smile, like a rictus smile, like on this side, like against his one scar. I tell you what, why don't you come at me?
Come at me, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, as he walks away, he like draws a little like circle as he's walking with his staff, and you see little runes starting to pick up. Some of them you know, some of them you don't.
I swing for him.
Give it to me, Ben. Are you going?
Because I know this guy can handle his shit.
Yeah.
I'm not-
Oh, he
I'm not-
definitely
I'm not
can. Yeah.
swinging
There's
for him
there's not a
thinking
moment
he's
that
gonna
you
get
think
hurt.
you can. Yeah. Are you going for like a double-handed strike or a single-handed strike? Like, 'cause you got two katanas, so you're gonna go like more finesse, or you're gonna go more power.
Love my helicopter move. But
You can try it.
no. I'm going to just do a very traditional, like, two-handed slash. Like, come in with, like, forward charging and then slash.
Slash. All right. Cool. That
Right.
will be dexterity. You can add a plus one and melee.
You said with a +1 and
With
melee?
a plus one.
Nice.
That's one dice, not plus one success. Plus one dice.
Right. Gotcha. Shit.
If you need to re-roll, I know that was a weird roll.
Yeah, I screwed up.
It's all right.
Damn.
It's all right.
Let's see. Three. You got a one. So.
As you come down, he just like puts out his staff. He doesn't move. As you come in, slices his staff. You just readjusts his stance. Another slice. As you come in for the last one, you find yourself right underneath your breastplate with just a sharpened stick.
Hmm.
As you're coming down, for the final. You're a very good. Exceptional in most places. But you forget. Probably the weapon that you're most afraid of has been there the entire time. And it was just a stick.
Mm-hmm.
That you just made a weapon. That as you
Turned it into a steak.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
As you would have gone through, it would have gone underneath, breastplate, and he's just standing there. He didn't do anything. All he did was this, like as you struck, you sharpened that part of this piece of wood. As you stepped, you sharpened that piece of wood, and you just stood there. Don't die this easily. You seem to be quite important. I would hate to be the reason that you died. Just, like, takes two fingers and asks you to take one small step back as it,
It's
the
Yeah.
top the top of the stake just breaks underneath your breastplate. Something to remember. Just nods, and this will be an interesting day or evening. And walks away with now a sharpened stick. And he just throws it over underneath both of his arms as he walks away.
I don't even want to say anything. Yeah.
It's a lesson.
Yeah. No, I got it. Kind of.
The sounds of meal, chow, most of the people that you're with are humans. You know what I mean? Like they're making like wonderful stews from different cultures. There's a lot of beans. You can just smell the idea of not what you're hungry for, but what, like people. You can imagine yourself being back in a kill team, like being part of the top echelon of humanity. This is what you would have done if you were alive.
Yeah.
All of you. I mean, like every single one of you would have been part. I mean, even Annalise, you would have been like the honeypot that made the entire thing work. But you hear those comforting sounds, those understanding of war sounds, that camaraderie that only mercenaries, thieves, killers, heroes, villains can hear.
Okay, so
That's-
as we recognize that it's now chow time and we are not partaking in chow, instead of standing and staring from the corner, Militissa will go and find each of them. We'll find Bogey, we'll find Kai, we'll find Elise, and we'll go up onto the top deck of the ship.
Oh, the breeze is beautiful. Coming out of New York Harbor, being underneath there, even the smoke charred ideas of the underbelly that you've had, even though there is a skylight, but there's still just this sound of mechanism of war. The top of a full carrier is yours. You have a football field here, and you got 3 football fields long. So,
Okay, so
did I get it right?
Pretty close, yeah.
well done.
I've actually really serious. I have 2 Navy guys in my group, so
Okay, so I am going to take us to an area of the deck that doesn't seem to have a lot of people, a lot of commotion. Doesn't seem to be like there's a lot of people around. And I'm just going to turn and say, so, and does anybody else find this a little off? Or is it just me?
No, I definitely feel it.
I'm kind of comfortable with it, but I know a lot of people here.
Sure. And that's, I mean,
as bogey, that's
The-
good.
It's people I haven't seen for hundreds of years. some
Yeah,
of them, but
you just don't find it weird that they just show up on this giant ship as we're about to sail into the potential end of the
throughout
world?
the centuries, I've run into people that I've known that I fought with back even before I was turned in various places around the world. It doesn't feel weird. It's kind of comfortable to me.
Elise goes, come on, how often do we work together?
Is that what Elise says?
No, sorry.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry. Betty goes,
Yeah.
how often do we work together? Look at all the weird things that we've done.
Yes, but we're always together, so it's not unusual to find us
But we're in a weird situation.
together.
End of the world.
Yes, but
Aren't these
the
aren't we like this weird thing that's supposed to try to save it? It makes sense that, all the stone cold killers are on one boat.
see, that's where there's a problem. That's where there's a fly in the ointment for me. I wouldn't put all of my aces in one spot.
As you say that, remember the loading dock that you had, this little haphazard thing is starting to sink, even though it's wood. It's old wood. It's wood that's been outside of 7-Elevens. It's been outside of Walmarts. It's
Basically
been
driftwood.
nailed to. Yeah, it's just, and it starts to sink. Windsor is looking at this thing.
Is Windsor on the ship with us?
No.
He's on the pier?
No, he's
He's
looking
looking through his cameras.
Yeah, he's looking through
Okay.
his cameras. He goes, John. John's not there. John's picking up coffee is a really good excuse. You can see John killing a grandmother, a very old woman, using her cell phone as he's putting the last parts of his conversation together. Go for Athel 2. breaks the phone and chews it and swallows it, the SIM card, and then happily picks up the rest of the coffees and is going to walk it back down to Windsor's compound. It's double stacked, 2 different sets of espresso for everybody in the room. Go ahead.
So what do you think you're feeling? What?
Something is, I don't know. Something is just incorrect. It doesn't, a lot of what I've seen and the way that this operation seems to be set up doesn't make sense. This many aces shouldn't be in one spot. It makes sense for us to be on this ship by ourselves, but for the people that you have fought against, the people from your past, to all be on one ship in New York Harbor on the way, I don't know. It just,
These are people I've fought with.
yes,
The one I fought against is back on the pier.
it just seems far too coincidental to be coincidence.
From the people that I've talked to, they seem like they have honorable intentions, but it doesn't make sense that we are all in one spot right now.
Well, if Windsor's involved, there's no coincidence.
That's what I mean. So what are we really walking into?
Hello, my friends. How's everything going so far? Dressed as I am.
We were just in the middle of a conversation.
I mean, we should all self-reflect when we are faced with the end of the world, yeah?
Is that what we're
Salvatore,
Yeah.
faced with?
who organized this ship?
Oh, Windsor.
Windsor organized everybody to be here.
Of course. You can give me a roll if you'd like
See?
to.
That just doesn't. I mean,
I trust Salvatore.
Yeah, you don't have to roll. I mean, like, he's always been, like...
Just look at Miltessa and see,
Uh,
I told you.
where you were
It.
fighting against, he was the one thing that kept your group together. Like, he was he never wasted lives.
Elise, where are your spidey senses at? Are you comfortable here? Are we not comfortable here? What are your intuitions
He's
telling
just
you?
walking down from the captain's, like there would be like a higher spot off of the wheel and blah, blah, blah. Yeah, the island. Yeah, so he's walking down from the island. You can see him like give a couple hand gestures to whatever his support staff is.
Mostly this.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, at this point, I mean, like, they're just, like, soldiers of fortune. So, and he has, obviously, he's done very well for himself because he has an entire,
Everybody's favorite salute.
on very expensive. Think about how expensive a air cruiser would be.
Yeah.
Elise?
I understand your concerns. I don't know why we would all be in the same place either. I don't know why we would not be spread out.
Well, I mean, it's very acceptable. I have understood that there is I know this sounds exceptionally weird, but what do you want to call it? A force field around Egypt's particular places of pointy places. Pyramids, yes.
There's a force field around the pyramids.
Yes, and they cannot get in, they cannot get out, so they call them most ruthless killers that there are possible to try to assault it.
So Windsor's going to send an army against.
And this is the idea.
force
I mean,
field.
like, have you not seen the people downstairs? They are, I mean, as sharp as your tooth, and he comes up and, like, literally, like, pricks his finger underneath one of your fangs because it's all filed down. He's the shock troop of pretty much every regent here.
Do you suppose those tunnels still exist that go under the Nile? Do you remember the ones that you told me about?
Are you gonna do this right now?
Yeah.
Wow. Roll me a d10.
Just a D10?
This is old lore.
Yeah, this is season 1 lore.
Yeah, right. But it's possible that you guys ran across this.
5.
Yep. You had to beat a 4. Yep.
Yep.
You do know that you've seen you saw it before it was completed. but the you saw the beginning of them making a beautiful scape of.
That's Ange.
We'll take our 5 here. I
Okay.
want to see Ange. Yes, but we'll come right back to that.
Give me a second, please.
So it's already a half hour left in the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only half an hour left.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at
Yes.
2:30 or 3:30.
I have so much more to tell.
It's gonna be like season 1.
Yeah.
This was supposed to be the end.
No, I have
Okay.
Tyler.
Well, especially if we're going
Are you looking for a D&D podcast with a dark side? Something more like Game of Thrones and less like Monty Python? Tale of the Manticore is part dark fantasy audio drama, part solo D&D RPG. There's no plot armor here. The dice make all the important decisions. Join me as I resurrect the excitement, wonder, and emotion of old school D&D. Made for a mature audience, Tale of the Manticore is both a fiction and a game. It's the story where chaos rolls.
Well, hello, fellow travelers through the podcast airwaves. I'm Nathan.
I'm Jake.
I'm Jamie.
And oh, look what's this? Why, it's something we made I'd like to tell you about. It's Knight's Quest.
Knight's Quest is a fantasy RPG podcast where the three of us use dice and our imaginations to write a story together.
We're putting some wacky characters through whatever situations we can think of to tell an interesting story, and it's improvised, so we don't even know where it's going to go next.
Sometimes we buy socks. Sometimes we talk about bread. And sometimes we accidentally summon the god of chaos.
Just an average Friday here on Knight's Quest.
And with an original musical score for every episode, you won't want to miss anything that's happening in our story here at Knight's Quest, every other Friday, wherever podcasts can be found.
Yeah, we'll play some dodgeball and we'll get thrown in the dungeon by the king. It's fine. We'll do it all here on Knight's Quest.
Oh, this sounds brutal. I like this podcast. Oh, hello. My name is Pira. I come from the Emberclaw Pride, which is in the realm of Talia. I have to travel around with a group called the D&D Apocalypse Tour. We were chosen by the gods to sort out everything that's wrong with the realm. The group consists of an awkward Medusa named Minove, who likes to blow things up. We've got a very annoying evil cat who I hate, whose name is Salem, and a rather strange turtle named Thal, who has these very weird prophetic powers. And I can set myself on fire when I get very angry. So if you want to listen to our shenanigans, look for us, the D&D Apocalypse Tour, wherever you get your podcasts.
Quiet on set. Action. Attention Deficit and Hyperactive Dragons, ADHD, is a real play D&D podcast following the events of 4 dumbasses and their friends trying their best to play a tabletop game.
My name is Audrey and I play Velvet the Herringon Ranger, who is just as lovable as she is batshit crazy.
And
My name is Caleb and I play Dr. Rosalind Rose Thompson, a bookish archaeologist with a taste for murder.
I play Xylas Ramsbottom, a delightfully stuck-up high-elf druid.
And I'm Daniel, the dungeon master for this wonderful mess. Check us out if you want a roller coaster adventure, poor decisions, good storytelling, and an indiscriminate use of spells.
Failing me now.
I love that thing.
Me too.
No, I'm talking about sound. This is so cool.
Nope. There.
Hey, there we are.
There we
All
go.
right.
All
Tell
right.
me when we're live.
We are live.
Hey, welcome back to Vampires and Vitae. This is, man, I could just keep on going with this characters. I could literally take this to the end of the game, but just give them the just due that they are deserved. I need you all to roll me a d10.
One.
5.
4.
2.
2. Start off with a 1.
Oh, good.
The sound of industry when it comes to people that are about war, about finality. Most, when you were first brought up into the vampiric world, wars ended thought. The losers, they didn't lose land really, because most people don't care about land. Most of the regular people don't care about land. They care about thought. You have a moment of, like, like your idealism when it comes to people of war. Something feels wrong about that.
Okay.
Uneasy sleep. Archie, how much?
2.
What was your roll? 2?
2. Yeah.
The softness of Betty on the great bird feeders that are true. There's a softness there. There's a release of breath. You never really get to sleep, but just like almost like a meditative state you have when you take your rest. Underneath this idea of war, you're not really a warrior. You more war against culture, about what people think is important and what people think is not important. But with Betty here, even with the distractions that surround you, you get a little bit of peace. What was a dom, and you are, for that version of it, a sub, what you get is a completion, a circle that was finished. Kai, what's your roll?
5.
Mechanism of war. You're a man of war. You're a man that his steel has been tested against the ideas of provocation. You sleep very deeply. You feel like this is a belly of war about to be unleashed against something that may end existence. Bogey, what was your role?
4.
So you're the laughing dog. The idea of what a pack truly is. What is your pack if you don't go in the same direction? What is your pack unless you believe in its leader? What if that leader never failed? Would you try to take down a Rano? What if it always worked? Would you try to take down an elephant? What if it always worked? Would you ever hold back if it never failed? If it only failed once? You have that moment. Everyone has a rest. As the gunmetal and the oil drifts in all of your nostrils. You wake back up. It's another evening. The sounds of industry still rings in everyone's ears. As you go around your day-to-day, Bogey specifically, your new brass knuckles with one single saw seems really light in your hands.
Very sharp now.
Tessa, you've gotten rid of somebody else putting things around your holy symbol. Melitissa, Elise, she did wake up on your chest. Beaten one, horribly abused. But was it the abusers that failed? Or did you fail? Kai. You think that your strength comes from your armor. Is that true anymore? You didn't have your armor for a while. And all your armor has done is give you problems. Everyone stretches their arms and wakes up for the day. Blood is easily done. Whatever you need to do to make yourself filled with the correct Vitae for this evening. Think about it like a stew, like as you would be in a military scenario. Like one pot coming up. Get your slop. This is not nice. This is not fun. This is rations. You can feel the ass of the ship start to turn. Those big engines on the back forcing it in a different direction. Hello, my friends. It's been exceptional to have you here. Some of the best killers in existence. It is my pleasure to be the only captain of the scariest crew ever to be upon the seas. What you don't know is Windsor destroying his screens. Something has gone wrong in his plan. He's had a dog bird tell him that something was wrong, and he can't get a hold of you. Elise, your cell phone is ringing in a box of lead. I mean, literally every important, famous person has been calling you to say, get off the ship. It's in a box of lead. I hate to tell you all of, but I think that you should probably fight for your life. Perhaps one of us will live. Perhaps the other one will die. We can argue at the end of the bottom of the sea. You see a shutdown of all the lights. The only things you can't shut down are the exit lights and the red lights that are independent. That's how the mechanics of a boat works. None of us will see the shores, but we all are very important. If you can kill me, please try. At least I'll have a memory before I see the bottom of the ocean. It just shuts off all the power. The only light is the fire from all the Americas. What would you guys like to do?
And the first thing I'm going to do is draw my sword.
Same.
2 swords?
Yes, well.
Scratch my head trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Grab my symbol, raise my fist.
Grab your symbol.
Mm-hmm.
Make me a composure roll. Just composure. You're looking to beat 7s. 2.
I only have 2. I did not. This is 0.
You know what it's like to have a concussion grenade in water? That boom, boom, boom. They train you that way in modern warfare. 1 more roll. Make it 8s. Same roll.
Different dice. That is a 10 and a 2. So
Okay.
1 and a 3. I only got 1.
So 1.
1 more roll. Make it 9s.
Oh, man.
Different dice.
Mm-hmm.
Rider.
1 more roll. Make it 10s.
Shit.
Double 10s.
It's possible. I have an ending, by the way, for this.
Nope.
You hear the howls of those wolves in a pen. Next to the only light left. All the power has been shut out. All the lights have been shut out.
Air raid?
Okay.
You can fear that they're different. Like you, they're here and there. Made to be here, made to be there. You feel very strongly within the wolf's perspective, and you can hear them crashing against a wooden platform, oddly wood. You guys can hear this howling of this collection of wolves.
There's even wolves on this boat.
I want to move towards the sound.
It's a wooden thing next to the original people of Americas.
Like a box?
Yeah, it's but only wood. No metal, no nothing. Go ahead.
Is there any
Please,
kind
guys,
of
go.
latches
How to,
or
we,
anything?
we
that's
need to get
visible?
this open. How to let them out.
That's my plan.
Yeah, you can walk up to Bogey, and you can see Bogey already has a big piece of hard iron wood, that the wood that has been petrified.
Mm-hmm.
It's heavy, You want to help him lift it up?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure.
Probably better for Kai to
I
help
have a
than
strength,
Elise.
I have a
Like,
strength
yeah.
of nothing.
I'm in. Put me in, coach.
Yeah.
All right. You hear this call. Yeah, give me just strength, and strength. Melissa, what are you up to?
I'm gonna stand back. Should they charge out?
What am I looking for?
I'm gonna stand ready.
Sixes.
I got 3. I got 2 10s and a 9.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, on
better
2
than me. I
strength,
got 2.
on 2 strength, I got 3 successes.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I got a 4 strength and a
Kai.
well, I got a fucking 1. So
Oh God.
3 and then a 1.
So, Melissa, you watch
Yes.
as Bogey goes right in. You can see his unerring grip. Like you can almost feel the splinters, like coming out of where he's like connected. When it comes to this large piece, I mean, like large piece, like a center of a tree barrier. Kai, your friend. I'm gonna lift this up. Oddly enough, Elise, you're on the other side. All the way up, and you see Bogey turn as the lock finally gets out. This lock wasn't a physical barrier, it was a cosmic barrier. All the wolves disappear. As soon as the door opens just a quarter of an inch. Bogey, you currently have this in your hand. You have control of this outrageously large piece, and it doesn't feel very heavy. It feels very light. You hear in your hair. Come back to the war. Win, my champion. Win. And roll me as you look into Militissa's eyes that is stood back. And roll me only a composure roll, and you're looking for 9s.
nope.
You have, from shoulder to shoulder, you have 6 feet out of it. And you have a true 6x6. One piece of a heartwood of a redwood that kept this in. And all the wolves have just disappeared. What would you like to do? In your head, you know that no one can walk away.
So, is Kai still holding on to it?
Yeah, you got.
'Cause I know Kai was holding on and Elise was holding on.
Yes. Yeah. What would you like to do? In fact, you're lifting them up. They're no longer on the ground. You by yourself.
Okay. Bring it up like this.
Yep.
I'm going to throw the whole thing at Melissa.
What?
With them still attached.
I want to dodge.
All right. +3. Strength and melee. Your regular.
Dexterity and athletics.
And athletics. Yeah. You see this guy. In fact, let's see if we can get +3. Let's take that down. Let's hold it. Because you wouldn't let Melissa get hit, right? You'd be like, what the fuck? So, give me strength and composure. Because this is Bogey. This is your best friend. Yep, see it.
I had to get more dice. So I'm still doing 6s?
Yep.
I get 2.
The ones.
Oh, this guy come up?
6.
Wait for it. Oh, as you that's fucking amazing. As Kai,
What did he
you
roll?
look.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear.
I got a 5.
I got a 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you see the swing coming towards Bogey, that he's going to take out Melatissa, either hit it or not. And your favorite, you hold, and your best friend swings to kill. It wasn't, at this point, there's no way to look at it as wrong. He didn't misstep, but you hold the bottom of the pendulum as he was swinging to sweep all of you out. You're the one that steps. No one gets hurt. You hold, but you are stuck staring into Bogey's eyes. You guys are up.
So we're face to face.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
He's the bottom of this large beam.
So both of his hands are up on the beam.
No. He's like a bear hug underneath it. Like he just did not permit you swinging it that hard. This is now your enemy. This is now a huge piece that is in your way.
Stab down on him. Go for one of the separations in the armor. I've worked with him long enough. I know where to go, where to strike.
So silent. Remember, you can't. The navigation of this big beam would take all of your attention. So if you stop, that means that the beam will fall.
So I mean, he's holding the beam like this.
He's
straight
like
up and
the
down?
anchor at the bottom.
Okay.
So as you swung it, you can let go of it. That's fine. But we got to figure out what you want to do.
Well, I thought I did. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
I was holding it like this, and I
Yeah, right. And he became the anchor.
Yep. So now
Right.
Yeah,
So
right.
now
Yeah,
my
right,
hands
yeah.
are free.
Yes.
Yeah, your hands
and
are
both
free.
of his are tied up.
Yep.
Yes.
That's why
Yes.
I'm going for the shot.
Damn. Yep, you're right. All right. What do you want to say before we do this?
This has got to end.
Melatissa, you're watching this. You guys are all watching this. This is all happening in real time.
But as you're looking at me, eyes are kind of crazy.
Yeah. This is not you.
Oh, but it is. You didn't know me before.
As he slightly changes it from one shoulder to another. As you're equal strength.
So I'm
Yeah, right.
now.
You're just holding the base of this
Okay.
thing.
Can I shoot Bogey?
And Militis is going to run and stand in front of Kai.
All right. Cool. Melatissa comes up like steel arm kind of feel. Like you don't have a blocker, but you're becoming a blocker. Elise, what do you want to do?
Shoot me.
I'm going to
Yeah.
shoot Bogey.
All right.
And kill shot to the neck. Like he's a mad dog.
Fuck. All right.
I want to old yeller him.
On air and aim.
Old yellow room. Oh, God.
Would that be yeah. So let me roll my blood die. 7.
Yep. You get
Use
through.
lethal body.
So that definitely hits. So
It would have, but you didn't think about the door opening and a blink dog coming through to take your bullet.
both of them.
Yeah. Big ass dog.
Oh, come on. Don't make me shoot an actual dog.
No. This is no. By the way, one of my truths is I never kill dogs. These are bad dogs. These are,
They're like
These are naughty boys.
Yeah, they're like
these are-
semi-spectral.
yeah, right. Yeah, these are
Right.
blink dogs. Like, yeah, this is actually from the campaign 1.
Can,
But-
can blink dogs take bullets?
Yeah, you just evaporated 2 of them.
Yeah.
But no, you evaporated 1 of them. So that was your shot. If you have another one, you can hit him. Actually, that's 1 dog can do it. So if you have another shot, you can do it.
Yeah, that was both shots.
I have 2 shots, 2 guns. Yeah.
Yep. But the dog dies. But the problem is Bogey.
Right. I'm not trying to kill the dog.
Why?
I'm trying to kill Bug.
Yeah.
With unerring
I mean, like-
with unerring aim, how did I end up not hitting him?
Well, the dog jumped in front.
Oh, okay.
Your aim was on, but
Your aim was on. You hit him. The dog jumped in front.
Okay.
So what you have currently is Bogey with this giant piece of wood against.
Well, he's
Kai.
let go of it. He's
Yeah.
he's let go of it. Yeah.
I'm going to. Sorry, was there anything else Elise needed to do?
No, that's all I can do.
Okay. I'm going to look over my shoulder at Kai, and I'm just going to say heave, and we'll brace our feet and shove that giant piece of wood forward to pin Bogey.
All right. Give me a strength and melee, and a strength and melee. We'll put it together.
both of us.
Yep. And an old friend of yours shows up right by you to catch this.
That's depressing. 3.
Maybe more than that.
5.
Damn.
I saw him sitting there counting. I was like, holy shit.
Best roll of the campaign for you, brah. We'll take it. Yeah.
Starting off weak.
One of your old compatriots, take it on the back as the board splits around him, but it does stun him. No ability to attack next. But you do see some people that you've met in the conversation get knocked out of the next ability that he'd do.
Right.
But it's split on his back. I mean, we're talking about a giant board, like the center tree of something. And all you see left is Bogey after the split,
He's just standing there.
standing there. You can see it break around the back of the other guy, and he's just standing, like barely, like hand against the ground. It's a good move. It's a good move.
I'm going to try to get through to Bogey. I'm just going to yell, Bogey, look at me and remember when we've saved each other.
Fuck.
So,
No. You need D100. You're trying to beat Mocav.
Yeah.
I mean, you're trying to beat the Master of Madness.
whenever my hand's not occupied,
80.
It's on the-
You got to go over 80.
Over 80?
grabbing my medallion.
Hey,
Anytime
hey,
the hand's
Bogey.
not occupied.
Bogey, just remember you were going after Kai, and I'm a Toreador that's infatuated with Kai. So,
Yeah, you get some ups.
Yeah.
of course, I was
Yeah.
going to try to kill you.
Uh,
I was like, oh,
It-
no. Not my favorite.
so it was on 89 and then it rolled to 14. So I got a 14.
Yep, had to be 80. Had to be 80 up.
Yeah. I could almost
Nope, done. But Bogey, you have a moment of, what was your favorite moment with her? I mean, it could be even around a pool. It could be after a campaign. It could be like that shot of tequila. It could be like
Bulgaria.
Bulgaria.
It was Bulgaria.
Yeah,
Grinning at each other with bloody fangs and the
Yeah, but
battle
why?
and
But
fire
why?
behind
But
us.
why for you? But why for you? Why for you? It doesn't matter what you say for the world. Why for Melatissa? Why was that the moment?
Because she was more feral in that moment, in that
Yes.
fight in Bulgaria.
So what you hear in your head is just the that thing comes back in. Every single one of the first time that you went all the way through, the slaves all died. Every single slave died. The best slave died. They didn't get there. You needed something more to get over those surf strikes, to get over that ocean. Humanity didn't have it. That's why humanity doesn't have it. They shouldn't have it. They shouldn't have it. All right, let's go, guys. What do you want to do?
How far away am I from everybody at this point?
within 6 feet.
What do you want to do? Yeah, within 6. Let's go.
I'm going to try to shoot him again.
Do you have another shot?
You just said we get another turn, right?
Yeah.
He gets a turn, and then you get a turn.
Oh, okay.
So I'm looking at Melatissa now. And with the hand that has the blade, I'm going to use Fist of Cain.
Fuck. Yep, you have
I
that.
need 2 blood dice.
Yes, you do. Here you go.
That's fucked up, man.
6 and 9. Hey.
Go ahead.
So,
Please tell the people what Hand of Cain does.
Well, I need the book. Because I don't have a card for that.
sorry.
I've used it before.
I mean, I can paint it, but
Yeah. And that's...
welcome to campaign 2, Belle. Like, campaign is hard.
Fist of Cain. Vampires' bare hands can inflict grievous injuries, lethal to both mortals and other vampires. They can dismember, pierce, impale, decapitate, even rip a heart out of the chest. Oh, it was only 1 rouse check. For 1 scene, the user can inflict aggravated health damage to mortals and supernaturals alike while brawling as they literally rend flesh and tear the opponent's limb from limb with their bare hands.
Yeah, but like Melatissa is more than a normal person.
And I'm using the hand that has the blade attached. I'm going to need more.
More.
Well,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
When you go to the Bible, what was your roll?
6 and 9. I rolled 2, so pick one.
9. 6, actually. No, split the difference. So that would be 7. Right?
7 or 8. Yeah.
D10. As it comes down to
D10.
you.
Three.
Bogey. Please describe to me what it looks like when you tearfully destroy something in your way.
Before before he does that, Militissa
You want to light it up all the way?
sees and understands what is about to happen. She's been in enough battle. She's seen enough war.
Yeah, it's coming down.
Yeah, she's seen enough carnage.
And you've seen me use Fist of Cain.
And I've definitely seen that before.
I mean, this is from
And
your god.
she will look at Bogey.
Fuck.
And as he's bringing it down, she's going to say, of all of them, I'm glad it's you.
And the fist comes down right for center mass, aiming for the chest with a twist as it goes.
Militissa, you actually, damn, you accept it.
He's sending me to meet my God.
The hand of Cain.
It's a gift.
The hand of Cain. As it, sorry, that's pretty good. As Militissa brings her arms away, you hear the cling, the clang of what it is to have a church bell ring. And as a wolf howl screams to the air of anyone that doesn't understand what it is to be part of a group, that's the difference. It didn't sound right. It wasn't a beautiful story of a maiden of a wolf dying. It was the end of something beautiful and brilliant. Me a D100 roll.
It's rolling.
79.
That hits. Give me a D20 if you can try to break out of it.
Eight.
The frenzy of piranhas reminds
No, sorry,
you.
that's a 3.
That's better.
Sorry, did I give you hope? Let me put that away.
Nope.
Sorry, was that almost? No, no, it really wasn't.
Leave it to the blind old man.
There is a smell, though. Exceptionally clean smell that comes through. Militissa was wrong a lot of the times, but never for her people. And that won't ever smell the same again. All right.
Elise? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No. He squares up. Elise, you were looking at through the skull of Militissa. Cleaved through. The only thing that is odd is that the raven on his shoulder, his left, is now circling the battlefield or the internals of the ship. What would you like to do? Wow, that was hard.
I'm going to try again to shoot him.
Go.
My blood die is a 9.
Not a 10. Not a 1.
Do I roll for damage?
Yeah.
That's firearms and dex.
Yeah.
Yeah. Need some of that rum?
Negative.
Just hard.
The first bullet's a -1.
You can't, like, as you shoot. Bogey has been there. Bogey has been there for so long. He is, like, you're the emotional one, right? You're the one that, like, deals with shit. You're the one that actually, like, looks at your, like, you guys want to make something happen and you deal with the repercussions. Bogey's the only one that has ever cared about what happens to the humans, what happens to the reality, what happens to the music, what happens when it really matters. And you pull your shot. Shoot again.
The second bullet's a 2.
You shoot up as he comes in. You can't. It's Bogey. It's Bogey. You can't. You shoot up. Think about what's his name? Shooting up on the he doesn't kill the guy.
Yeah.
John Wick. Sorry. Yeah. And he's on top of you. As you look down, give me a 100 roll. If you hit a 90, you can hit it. Fuck, this is really hard.
That's a 6.
What'd you
The
get?
highest 96. That's the highest that die has rolled
Nice.
today. I'm trying to throw spins on it so it moves more now.
Right?
Bogey.
You know why, right? You know why,
over
right?
Elise.
It's because Bogey's always wanted to be on top of Elise.
Bogey on top of Elise.
Yeah.
Like, oh, so this is what it's like.
She brought you back in. You're no longer part of you're no longer part of it. What would you like to do? You have 2 moves outside of being reprogrammed. Want to help? You come back to yourself. And you have a moment of realizing how many people you've killed. You just killed.
Tessa.
Yeah.
So I look down at Elise.
I mean, come on. It was like 1 of 100.
Yeah. I look right into your eyes. I say, run. And I roll off. And I yell to Kai, run. Who moves?
I will not.
Tell me how you stand. Is it the 2 swords behind you?
Yeah, just dragging. I feel like
Yeah,
almost
the
weak.
drag.
They're just dragging, and I'm just walking
Two.
straight for you.
Doing the anime drag with the sparks flying and all?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Elise, you're still alive. He let you go. You want to add? I got to pay.
I roll out of the way, but I don't want to be between those two.
By the way, the explosion from all the shots for people that don't trust each other. That's the true tragedy of all of it.
So everybody around us
Yeah.
is fighting. It's not
Yeah.
just us in the middle of this
Yeah,
thing.
it's just everyone.
All of these hundreds of people.
Yeah, it's just and the assholes, the perfects, the people that Windsor wanted at the end. The problem is something happened, and they all fell. Every single person fell. All the best fell because they couldn't trust each other. So all this firefight happens around you. Militessa, you're still up. No, you're not.
No,
You're
I'm
dead.
not. My head's been cleaved in half. Does anybody need anything to drink?
Kai, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Square up. I'm gonna go straight for him.
Uh,
I think it's more of a
Elise?
passionate, like just.
Yeah, so at
Elise,
this point, I'm sort of
you-
like down on one knee.
You
Yeah.
can add this. You just turned out. You do see that Kai is going to attack Bogey. Go ahead.
How can I help him?
I think I'm just gonna.
Besides getting out of the way and making sure that he has a clear shot.
All right, so you barrel roll out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I think
Out of the
there's
way
going
so
to be a
he can-
lot of
he can go full,
intention.
so he can go full
Yeah.
force and not have to worry about
I
hitting
mean,
me.
like against two Nosferatu fucking going.
Yeah, so it starts as a walk and then just
Kai's
immediately.
Naruto running with
yeah,
his
right,
swords.
like
sword,
yeah,
and now
right,
I'd be
like
fucking
yeah, right.
dialing.
As the sparks come up, what's your idea? Two swords behind you.
I'm gonna go for this.
I know, man. Like, bro, I'm like bawling. I really hate this. I really love your characters.
I'm gonna go for his head
Let's go.
because I know it's not him, and he's already pretty much told me like
Yeah,
I'm not gonna change.
yeah.
This ends now, and I'm going.
So
for
have
his-
I, at this point,
One way
have
or
I
another.
returned to that state?
You let her go. Wow, that's a big one. Because you really let her go.
Yeah.
Because you really care about it. Because it's not you.
Right.
You would never. You would, in fact, you would kill to not make this happen. But you are currently killing to make this happen. So what is happening is somebody else reaching into your abilities to force something else different. Yeah, I'll give you 100 if you hit it and you already have once. But I'll give you an 80. Give me an 80, 100.
If it was upside down, it was good. It's an 18.
Oh, I thought it was 81, man.
It was upside down to me, and I was like, oh, I'll get it again. No, it's 18.
As Bogey comes out from his claws, you can see his bone saw that he's made into knuckles. You yourself have been on so many battlefields. You know what it is to fight in a battlefield. That's what your guy's in. He's just on the opposing side. In over 500 years, he's never been on the opposing side. What would you like to do? You see a brass knuckle, a bone saw. You see a huge power claw. What do you want to do?
I think that he's feeling a little bit of remembering the death of his.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what I'm saying for Kai,
Yeah.
he's remembering the death of his master.
Yeah.
And why.
Which you killed?
Exactly. And so I think that he's seeing it as a means to an end for Bogey.
Oh, God. You're thinking about making a harder sword. Wow. That's dark. Even for me.
No, do it.
Yeah, do it.
He's
Yeah,
not.
don't
He's
hold
not
back.
talking you out of it.
It's
Yeah.
not Bogey. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's not Bogey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
You know what I mean?
Bro.
Like, he's already
Bro,
killed one.
go. I mean, like,
Elise is
that makes a hell of a sword. Bro, I can follow you if you want to do a thing.
Yeah.
You just gotta, like, as a person, you gotta fucking be okay with it.
I think that's going to be his turmoil.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
that's
we're
something-
bringing you into season 2, so I mean, it's not going to be nice.
Yeah. So I think that's what he does. He kind of puts both swords together, maybe.
Oh fuck! All right.
And goes for Bogey like it was a true enemy, but like to relinquish him from the thing that's got him
to
right
free
now.
him.
To free him.
Yeah.
You remember the first time you guys tried shaved ice together, and it tasted like ash. It did.
Right.
Like, it was a bunch of snow cones, and it was after a fight. It was after Pearl Harbor, actually, is where you guys did this. And it was just shaved ice. And it was nice, and it was brilliant, and it was cool. But the ash in your tongue, the easiness to have an enjoyable experience, but not enough. Just, that was a moment. That was a second. That was an idea of an idea of expression. I'd like you both to roll against. That's the last moment as you guys clang for the first
I
time.
have something I would like to do while he's coming in.
Okay.
Wow. These headphones are incredible because you sounded like you're over here. Yeah.
So you said you're coming in both swords
Yeah.
together?
Yeah, like just
Right. So
Yeah.
everything
This
I
is
have.
the
I see Kai coming in. I know what he's doing. We've been together long enough. I'm
hold
not
on.
trying to move out of the way.
Hold on 1 second. Elise, please roll me a d20. Get over a 17. Come on, just lie to me.
Oh,
We can't see what it is.
It's a
one.
7.
Oh, a 7.
No,
I
it's a
thought
7.
it was a 1.
It's a 7.
The one was right next to it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, not okay, but yeah.
Nope. Sorry, I was trying to help. Trying to help you. Tell me the story.
All right. So he's coming in. I know the attack he's using.
Yeah.
We've fought together so many
Yeah.
times over
This
the
is-
centuries.
These are the guys.
I'm not trying to sidestep. I'm not trying to move out of the
Nope.
way.
Nope.
I'm going to turn slightly. And with the other hand, as he comes in,
You lost.
I'm going to hit him with Earth Shock.
For the people at home.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't even think I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
I've used it before.
Have you?
Yeah.
I gotta put my sunglasses on so I don't cry on camera so much.
Yeah. Remember when we
I
were-
know what it does.
when we were in the building and I took the floor down
Yep.
to the next
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is possible to put into a person.
floor. So their strength, an elemental force. The vampire can slam their fist or foot onto the ground, creating a shock wave that throws their opponents prone. One of the more dramatic applications of potence. This power needs to be carefully employed lest the user literally
Bro,
bring the house
this is-
down upon themselves. This is the one with 2 route checks.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So if he hits you with it, he's doing that to you.
No additional test is needed to create the shock wave. The ground is hard to miss. Anyone within a 5-meter radius of the user must make a Dex plus athletics roll. That's if you're hitting the ground. With the results below, anyone prepared for the air shock, such as the user's companions, can shift the results up by 1 step. So critical win, no effect, win, knocked off balance, failure, fall prone, Lose current action. This power causes significant collateral damage. If used on the ground, the earth cracks. If used indoors, furniture breaks and mirrors shatter. On anything but the ground floor, the floor might shatter, causing
God.
everyone within
God, you're
radius to
pushing
plummet.
me. You're pushing me. Go ahead.
Power can only be used once per scene.
Yeah.
Once per scene.
So go ahead. Roll it. As you charge up, Connery lands on your head. Lands on your arm. Father.
Yeah.
Bro, go. If you want to do it, that's all I'm going to give you.
I got a 2 and an 8.
Fuck.
Fly, you fool.
All right,
So I'm expecting his swords to come into me because I'm not trying to get away from it.
It's
But
a fucking
basically
huge
a rib
hit.
shot with
Yeah.
earth shot.
Yeah. What's the back-to-back? I don't think he gets a back-to-back.
No.
I think
No.
he just hits it.
Yeah.
No, it's not a contested thing.
So I can't do anything about it.
You just got to take
You
it.
just have to take it.
You decide
Yeah.
what damage is done.
yeah. Fuck. All right.
It's gonna split the ship.
For sure.
Yeah, give me a D100. Sorry, that's the only way to do it.
What are we looking for?
Because I'm gonna filter it through Connery.
Shit, that's a 94.
That was Connery's roll.
Yep.
So
Sweating a lot. Sorry.
That means we're doing it right.
94.
94.
Yeah.
Who's alive other than no one? Just you,
Elise.
Elise.
Elisa's.
I'm
Elise.
And Betty.
Oh. Yeah.
Betty's alive. So you see a charge coming through. And on, like, you know, the fluttering of a, what's the vibrating? Hummingbird lands on the charge as it comes through. It takes most of it. Most of it.
Just a random hummingbird?
Well, no.
Okay.
It's
Gotcha.
You hear basically the wings of a hummingbird, but it's
Got it.
not
yeah,
a
right,
hummingbird.
It just lands. It just lands on the. Cause I know you hate birds, but I'm giving you a bird.
Okay.
It's Connery.
Oh.
It's Connery. Huge amount of fucking energy. He goes, Father, no! Bro. I mean, it's only like 3 more rolls until it's done. It took the charge. Now you're up. You have 3 rolls to kill him. You have 3 rolls to kill him.
Did he stab me? 'Cause I
No,
said I
no.
wasn't trying to avoid that.
No,
Yeah.
no.
I was just trying to move so it wasn't going to be a kill shot. So it would like
Yep.
go through my shoulder.
It went through your shoulder. So.
Do I get a
3
turn?
rolls. You're still alive. Let's go.
I am still alive.
Yeah, let's kill this fucker. You're a hero.
All right, my blood die is 4.
Yeah, go. 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 Add everything. Add everything.
The first one's a 4.
I'll die.
The next one's a 6.
All right, so you can do whatever the fuck you want.
All right.
That's
Bogey
your
just
blood
got
die,
shot in
right?
the head twice. No. That was my. Those were my 2 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My
blood die.
blood die said that I hit, and then I did.
Yeah.
Was it 5 and then 6?
Yeah.
The
All
2
right,
shots.
Bogey.
Damage.
You got to get me. I mean, like, it's a perfect shot. So that's you're fighting against.
I'm still laying on the ground, shooting up at him through his neck.
Boom, boom. All right. Bogey. That's your dexterity and your. We're talking about 8s. Like,
Okay.
boom, boom. Dexterity and strength because because she hit you. So there's like dexterity and strength. How much you could move and how much you could take.
And I'm looking for 8s.
8s.
2.
You see one bullet go through his bottom line jaw and out. You see one go straight up and him stagger. What would you like to do, Bogey? You're going to roll 7s instead of 6s from now on.
Okay.
Go. What do you want to do?
I'm already dead.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah?
Is it me again?
Yeah. What do you want to do? Talk fast.
I want to try to use Earth Chuck again, but this time stomping my foot
All right. Who?
just on the ship.
Is it still his turn though?
You could choose.
I want to cut
Yeah.
his fucking arm off before he does that. If that's what he's using.
Roll a d10. The smallest is going to fail. Both you.
Oh,
D10.
8.
0.
Yep. Oh, 10.
Yeah.
Well, definitely. First, arm off.
Well, whatever he's using.
Yeah,
to
that
conjure
was the
I'm
that
gonna
was the
stop
roll. That was the roll.
No, I'm using my foot this time.
All right. So, what did your foot look like as you're trying to do Earth Stomp?
Oh, I just raise it up and
and
stomp
I
it down.
Took it off.
When you came down, the stump already
Ooh.
like cleaned out a leg, not a foot. A leg hit the whatever it's called.
Deck of the ship.
Yep.
Floor.
Yeah.
Non-skid.
Ow.
That's what it is. You know it. I know it. It's not skid.
Now it's your turn.
Um,
Also, Elise.
I'm gonna go for the other leg.
Really? It's high. It's like super high.
What do you mean, like as a roll?
Yeah. I mean, you can't
Or-
just take off people's legs.
I mean, I can.
Yeah, you can.
I mean, I can.
What are you talking about?
You just did.
Big ass words, of course he can.
I mean, it's either kill my friend or turn him into a fucking potato.
Yeah.
So you're gonna make your friend a potato?
I mean,
They make different legs now.
you got to figure I'm going through a lot of emotions in my head trying
Yeah.
to figure out, and I want to stop him, right?
You're really emotional, man.
Yeah, I'm super.
Just chopping legs off.
He's just fucking.
so sad.
He's just a big brute, man. He doesn't know what else better to do. He's like,
I love it. I love it. I love it so much.
Do it.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna.
You can call me Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you Mr. Potato
Oh
Head.
no.
Magic legs.
Stop.
You got magic legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Stop. Oh my god.
Come on, man. Go. Yeah. Kill Roger. Go for it.
Yeah, I want to.
Go for it, man. I have to do this every single time we play. Kill Roger.
See, I'm the DM so much that I'm used to being the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
bother
yeah,
me.
yeah. Going through his chest.
There it is.
Yep,
All the way through.
all the way through.
I shall run you through, sir.
Comes up to 8s.
What am I? One or
against?
1d10?
Nope. Actually, we're going to go. Because I imagine you would. How would you counter this? Like, what does it look like? Roll. So dexterity.
Wait, time it as he's coming down.
You'd roll. So dexterity and melee.
And it's going to
compared
be,
to.
so he had 7s because of Elise's shot,
Yeah.
and it would be harder still because he's only got one leg now, correct?
Yeah.
Or easier because I'm rolling less. I've got less mass to move.
Natural roll.
I'm rolling 3s now, baby. Get the other leg off of there. Dex and melee.
Let's go.
What am I rolling?
Let's go back to it.
Yeah.
If you want to stab somebody, it's going to be dexterity. No, strength.
Yep.
And
Brawl?
Probably either brawl or melee, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's definitely one of those.
For
yeah,
me,
but the problem is I'm trying to fucking with him because it's different. Because it's like two best friends. So it's like completely.
What are you going to do?
Almost
Like,
but I feel like
All
it's
right,
also
hold
would
on.
be.
I have a piece. Hold on, I have a piece. I have a piece.
I know they're
have a
best
piece.
friends, but it's 12:45.
yes.
Yeah, no shit.
Damn.
Yes. I'm with you, Marsh.
I think as two best friends, we would give each other the honor and respect to go at each other full on.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be like this.
All right. 2 20s each.
Fuck.
The total wins.
Hang on a second. I'm coming for you.
I'm not feeling the spinny dice yet.
Yeah, I'm not doing that one.
All right.
Raj, you want to pull from the
2
pile?
20s.
I got some here.
Okay.
Fuck.
Total.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
17.
Sean, welcome to Vampires and Vitae. Please kill your best friend.
Jesus. So with obvious regret, what are you? You're trying to roll. I kind of
Still not me. I'm trying to avoid
no. Yeah.
Well, it's over.
Yeah. I run through, drop to a knee, and straight up and through. And
Well, I
kinda-
was laying on the floor.
Were you?
At this point, because you just chopped off my leg.
Well, I thought you were still. Then you were about to roll, and I beat you to the
No,
roll.
no,
that's why I
this
thought I
is
was-
very important.
Yeah.
Please play it out.
Yeah.
There's no
I thought
time.
when the leg went off, I was trying to stomp, so I would have.
Fallen over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm prone at this point, and I figure you're coming down like this,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to roll. I had a purpose with the roll.
Yeah. So I foresee the roll, and basically, what's the word? I get ahead of it and right through the chest.
It's like a good shooter.
Like-
Lead the target.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lead him and both hands just straight down. Wherever his heart would be.
Same as right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the center. Under the sternum.
Yeah.
Protected by the toughest bone in the chest.
Above the solar plexus.
The time slows when it comes to those people that have spent enough time outside of existence, which vampires do. Kai, part of your enjoyment is someone less than you. It made sense for you to win. Bogey doesn't fall Sorry, the hiccups. Bogey doesn't live within that ideal. But what does live in that ideal? The slope inches as you go down to the heart. That's what you remember. That's the sad part of vampirism. You don't remember killing him. What you feel is the sword going down. Inch by inch before the heart, and inch by inch after the heart. It's not satisfying. In fact, it's only sad. Because that is Bogey. And there won't be another Bogey. Ever. No one will ever care. No one will ever help you. No one will ever try to be your friend. It really doesn't matter what Bogey went through. No one else will. It's the end of that version of friendship. Yeah, you have a couple other people. But when it comes down
He has
to
one other person.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah.
Yay, Elise!
Hey!
You look up after destroying Bogey. You look up to Elise and understand that's your last touchstone. That's it. And you even take a moment and look at the people that aren't here. Elise is still here. And if you guys have anything more to add, I can add it. But
We ain't got shit.
Yeah.
We're dead.
True.
So you get two characters when we come back.
Potentially.
hold on before I go.
Oh,
You
okay.
sure?
There.
Thank you so much for joining us at the Vampires and Vitae. This has been a
I get to live?
fantastic game.
Yeah.
You lived.
Nice. Yay! I'm gonna have to do like half in Elise lipstick, half in Helen lipstick.
Yeah.
I was trying to kill her with that last
I
Earth
know.
shot to break the ship.
She
Hi,
lived.
you can
And then the
backpack.
roll was going to be another twisted chain onto her.
Still have your backpack. All right.
Just on my knees. That's what it is.
Yeah.
With Bogey.
Hold on, as the scene is closing, I'm running up to hug him because he lived.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, to tell you the truth, I mean, like, yeah, that's the love affair, right? That's you and Kai. The only one that's big enough to care about. I mean, really look at it.
Yeah.
Elise, who do you love? You love Kai.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only people that lived.
And Betty.
Well, Betty's broken.
Yeah. But we had established at the end of the last episode that she wasn't going to make it.
No. Well, I mean, she's not gonna make it. She doesn't matter anymore. Like,
Right.
She's just useless.
No,
not
it was that
useless.
she was so damaged that she was going to die.
Yeah.
Like,
She probably will do that herself. You know, wait for the sun. Something poetic.
I mean, it depends on what you want to do Betty with.
Yeah. Okay.
So are we going to be back at season 2 next week?
Yes.
Yep.
And Tyler will be back at the table.
Yeah. That's real.
So me and Robbie were talking earlier, and I told him I was
Holy
thinking
shit,
about,
I thought you were behind me real quick.
I was thinking about this season that we just did
Yeah.
as a 1.5,
Uh-huh.
but then it's not. It's a 0.5 because this still
Happens
happens
before.
before season 1.
Yeah.
So we just finished a prequel to
Yeah.
season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I mean, it's all right. Anyways, we're going to sign off.
Yeah.
We'll
Go
see
to
you
bed,
next
Margie.
week.
Bye, Margie.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'm kind of good at what I do.